second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts. We've got a matchup today that features two teams who come in with opposite records on the year. It's the Raiders going up against the Colts. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Colts a first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, with line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down, 8. Again, it's Hill. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A little track jump. And he fires to Edelman, complete on the comebacker. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Colts are going to have a first. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
10 yards still left on second down. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
To the air again, Locke. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Well, throwing again. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cuts it out to the sideline. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, and you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. That they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second and goal from the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Alden Smith there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This is Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Love the effort, love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the...
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll hand it off now. Hill. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Carr. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. So he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some... There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's Luck. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On first down, it's Locke. Surveying the field. Going right side here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Luck throwing again. And that is incomplete. On third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Luck. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Here's Pat McAfee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18. 48. 48 to Mike.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
On play action, now Carr rolling to his right. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
We ready? Red 18. Red.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking for, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they try the right side here. And the cutback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Colts are going to have to battle back from behind in the second half. The Raiders...
And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They give it to him right up the gut. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Completes it to Crick. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And when your receiver is, say, 6'2" or taller, you get those big-body guys. They're made for those fades, aren't they?
They really are. It's the exact call you want. You nailed it. Big body guys, big catch radius. Put the ball up there. Put up on the top shelf for the kids.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jeremy Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And a give this time to the tailback. And a cutback right sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. And he is having a nice bounce-back game. I know in the meetings this week I kind of did the faux pas of asking, did he tweak something? Because he just wasn't sharp last week. But they said no, he was fine, and he's showing that here in this one.
And I was really glad that was you who asked that question.
I knew you would.
You know, I was like, hey, that's my man right there. Take one for the team. But I thought it was a legitimate question because the way he played last week, you wondered if maybe there was an injury that they hadn't discussed or talked about. They assured us no. And what we're seeing so far, it is no. He's quicker to the hole, faster than other people, and he's finishing runs in a big way, dropping his shoulder at the end of them. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now Carr, he's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Well, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. Too long for a field goal. Too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Washington. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Second down following the run. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To throw on second down is Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Hill, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
4 down, 4 down. Easy.
On second down, Hill. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
Hey, watch the slant.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Two time. Everyone's got 4 down. Hurry.
On the ground, this is Hill. Oh, the spin. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Luck will try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. Now a handoff looking right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, I'll tell you, this guy's had a monster game on the ground. So if you're going to go for it on 4th and short, it can't be any secret who's going to get the ball. And sure enough, he's going to add to his total here as they pick up the first down.
Carr going to throw, and this is incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now Carr. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Well, they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Carr gives it off to Washington. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 11 yards on the pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on first down, it's Washington again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Washington. They find some open field here. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Luck. Underneath here to Hill. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Luck now on second down. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On first and 10, Luck. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So the offense has it first and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, it's Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that? That's
why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Luck on first down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing again is Locke. A dump off now to Hill. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
That's complete, right around the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Hill, the lone setback. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good.
Well, I don't want to overlook the touchdown because that was huge. That ties the game. But you know where I'm going, don't you?
Need the PAT, and then you need to stop on defense.
Yeah, in a big way. The guy kicking the ball through the post, that's where all the spotlight shifts to now.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Cuts back left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And turning it to the defensive side, absolute deflation.
Was it a major surprise? Perhaps. Look at the clock. You've got to think with that much real estate to cover, they're going to have to throw the football. And they crossed him up and ran it. And boy, did they ever. That went all the way. You're exactly right. Not just deflation, but everyone's confused. How did they give up a run of that magnitude in this situation?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw. Finding time. All kinds of time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Hill, the lone setback. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Luck. He's got time. That's complete. It's Brian Quinn. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Luck. Backing up. Got his man over the middle. This is Quinn. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Luck. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They come out here in the I. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a cutback, right sideline. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick-6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.